Viewer discretion is advised. This clip contains weapons-grade hypocrisy.
We want privacy! We want privacy! We want privacy!
Could it be a mystery for the ages?
You're not our fucking prince. You'll never be king. We hate your wife. Stay at home in your $29 million mansion, all right?
All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
These two, Meghan and Harry, are the worst.
The hypocrisy is beyond anything I've ever seen.
Every week, I'm genuinely surprised by what happens with the Sussexes.
Sue them all. That's the phrase circulating in Montecito, where Meghan Markle is reportedly preparing legal threats against South Park's upcoming parody. Yet, creators Parker and Stone are allegedly amused, daring her to act first. Whispers from Hollywood suggest the Duchess of Sussex is quietly forming a formidable legal team aimed at halting the animated Respect Our Pregnancy skit before it airs.
They're the most entitled, disingenuous people on the planet. They moved from England to get away from the scrutiny of the press, and all they do is try to get in the press in the United States.
So it's no surprise to people who work at Buckingham Palace. They saw and witnessed all this here.
It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
Hi, I'm Meghan Markle.
And I'm Harry.
And we're royally screwed.
Insiders claim draft notices have already been sent to South Park Studios, Paramount, and key sponsors, warning of defamation and emotional distress. However, sources close to the show insist Parker and Stone are not backing down. Known for overcoming lawsuits from celebrities, politicians, and religious groups, they are allegedly laughing and intensifying their satire.
Oh, shut up.
No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
No, look, Maureen.
I can't.
Look at this.
I can't.
Right, guys, you don't gotta do this. Please, I'm begging you to stop.
Meghan, I'm begging you to stop now.
What do you mean the stakes are this high? Who do you think you are?
No, I don't want to cook again, Meghan! My God, take a break!
No filings are public yet, making this a high-stakes game of legal chicken. Will Meghan risk a courtroom battle that could skyrocket South Park's ratings? Or is this merely strategic rumour-mongering before the DEI special drops? Either way, Hollywood is preparing for a headline showdown, cartoon versus crown, and the internet is eager to see who blinks first. Behind the gates of the Sussex estate, staff say a late-night strategy call produced an ominous email header.
And loves it. It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know it's Sussex.
My name is Megan Sussex now. Call me Meghan Markle one more time, Mindy Kaling.
Oh, well, not if your husband gets his way, you stupid old has-been. You'll be Megan Spencer before you know it. Here's
Behind the gates of the
Blitz memo, file or fold. The document allegedly outlines two paths: draft, serve, and hope. The joke dies in discovery or issue warnings, leak the scare, and hope Paramount blinks without any papers reaching a clerk's desk. One junior aide described the atmosphere as half war room, half improv class, with attorneys quoting landmark parody rulings, while PR handlers scribbled outrage hashtags.
The dysfunctional Duchess, she says she runs businesses. The woman couldn't run a bath.
As ever essentially means as it's always been.
Half of her friendships are, do you have a private jet or not? Oh, great, I'm your best friend now.
breaking right now, as ever, might as well be renamed to as never.
The most chilling detail emerged from IT logs. A printer in Meghan's private study churned out a thick stack of formatted summons, names redacted, but headings unmistakable. By dawn, that draft sat in a courier pouch beside the front door, ink still drying, waiting for a signature that could transform rumour into the messiest celebrity lawsuit of the year. At the centre of this whisper war is a document insiders call the Velvet Hammer, a 9-page draft marked confidential. According to two separate legal sources, the letter opens with, "Our client respectfully demands immediate cessation of all defamatory depictions, spoken or animated."
To spook advertisers, not necessarily judges. Still, an associate on the Paramount side reportedly scratched one comment in the margin. Parody eats willful malice for breakfast.
The beginning of that clip where she's like, oh my God,
She just wanted to be a pretend princess in Hollywood, so she split her husband off from his royal family.
Wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time?
Listen, I brought Meghan Markle, whatever her name is, to my Deal or No Deal celebrity golf tournament.
The draft's final page carries a...
From there, it spirals through every weapon in the Duchess's arsenal. Right of publicity, false light, invasion, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and even an eyebrow-raising reference to prenatal harassment. The draft reads like a mix of a constitutional lecture and a royal decree, complete with footnotes to British legal precedents that no US judge would ever apply. Speculation centres on a transatlantic collaboration.
Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
Everyone says they don't have time to make homemade meals, but if you just have 3 nannies, 2 butlers, a housekeeper, a driver, and a full-time personal assistant, you have all the time in the world. Stop making excuses and start moving snacks from one bag to another.
A cartoon lawyer, thinly disguised as Sir Sue-a-Lot, then explains how satire...
London's shillings for reputation muscle, and LA's Quinn Emanuel for First Amendment trench warfare. A rumour has Meghan's camp dangling a mid-7-figure retainer, provided the firm signs a non-disclosure agreement broad enough to silence the royal mint. The memo moved to markup, with a 72-hour ultimatum demanding Paramount surrender all storyboards, audio drafts, and ancillary marketing materials for pre-broadcast.
I might watch it in the same way that I turn my head to see a car accident.
It is the cringiest, most uncomfortable piece of tape I've seen in a long time.
These two are now an international embarrassment.
Here's the problem. We don't like you, Meghan Markle.
The request is bold, bordering on laughable. South Park has never previewed content for any target, from Scientology to China. Yet the ask serves its true purpose: set a clock and create the optics of impending litigation. If the studio refuses, the closing paragraph veers theatrical, citing Meghan's lifelong advocacy for maternal well-being and hinting at damages exceeding standard statutory ceilings due to willful malice.
Which one gets opened first?
Just follow my lead, Harry. I've been on TV for years, so I'm kind of a pro.
Yes, the very famous show Suits.
Yeah. Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
By Friday morning,
In the legal bullpen, Paramount's counsel is quietly confident. One associate reportedly keeps a framed quote from a Supreme Court president on her desk. The right to parody the powerful is older than the Republic itself. Their informal calculation suggests if Meghan files a motion to dismiss on First Amendment grounds, it could be heard and likely granted within 6 months. The publicity boost, however, would kick in overnight.
Meghan Markle, the only thing she found was a rich, famous husband.
The nearest thing Meghan Markle ever had to a billion-dollar idea was marrying a prince.
Lady who's very popular for being awful.
Brat, to be honest, and very, very entitled.
Meanwhile, a crisis PR firm leaked a PowerPoint slide titled Discovery Dread, subpoenaed emails, raw footage from the hospital twerk reel,
Marketing already has a contingency slogan ready for social art cards. We respect free speech, especially when it jiggles. Hollywood power brokers sensed litigation in the air. The first whiff arrived via frantic WhatsApp pings during Thursday's agency lunch crush at Craig's. By dessert, 3 separate talent shops had distributed caution advisories on Sussex-adjacent deals. One VP at a premier streaming rival reportedly told her table she was politely mothballing a doc pitch that hinged on Meghan's motherhood narrative. Too volatile.
She is relentless, she is shameless, and she is exhausting. You are not a successful female entrepreneur. I've never seen somebody fail up as much as I've seen Meghan Markle fail up.
While the lawsuit gun sits on the table, loaded or not, Paramount's own sponsor relations team felt the tremor too. A Fortune 100 consumer tech giant, originally slated to underwrite South Park's DEI special with prime pre-roll, requested a revised package, whispering that brand-safe bets prefer cartoons without courtroom shadows. Yet minutes later, an energy drink newcomer swooped in, dazzled by the prospect of headlines. One insider summed up the exchange. Legacy cash hates subpoenas. Challenger brands buy them in bulk. The meeting adjourned in polite stalemate. Nobody's certain whether the Duchess's legal gambit is a storm they should surf or sidestep. Agency corridors echoed similar risk math. A fashion house courting Meghan for a capsule collection quietly inserted new language. Parody-related blowback counts as force majeure.
Reality is she's a grifter. Fake it till you make it.
PR motivated, money motivated.
She wants us to listen to her like she's a founder because she took all that money and launched her stupid-ass lifestyle brand with jam.
Meghan thinks dignity is the name of the maid that cleans the upstairs bathroom.
One luxury hotel chain dangled a 7-figure retreat partnership, but only if Meghan signs an indemnity clause shielding them from animated ridicule. Her business manager reportedly called it laughable, then paused, realizing that adjective now carries unintended heft. Back-channel chatter even reached Wall Street. 2 analysts added litigation exposure entertainment footnotes to research on Paramount's ad prospects. Their note: any injunction attempt, however unlikely to succeed, becomes promotional rocket fuel. Cartoon lawsuits raise viewership 10 to 15%. One analyst wrote, the Duchess may be suing herself into trend dominance. Thus, the town divides. Legacy sponsors tiptoe back, disruptors race forward, and every studio legal desk keeps both a deposition outline and a popcorn budget in the same drawer, waiting to see which one gets opened first. Every cable news green room in Los Angeles had the same booking memo. Need a First Amendment shark who can explain Meghan versus South Park in 90 seconds flat.
Playground plank.
Meghan Markle's pregnancy twerk, or how to kill what's left of royal dignity.
Meghan Markle just doesn't really totally get it.
The model assumes a mid-tier.
Cue the legal circus. On one network, a grey-haired constitutional scholar rolled archival footage of Hustler versus Falwell and deadpanned, if a televangelist couldn't beat Larry Flynt, a duchess won't muzzle Cartman. Over on a rival outlet, a legal veteran waved a UK statute book and suggested Markle might forum shop in London. British judges love balancing reputational harm against speech, but quickly added, but Paramount has no UK offices. Viewers at home saw the subtext. Jurisdiction shopping looks poetic, but enforcing any judgment against a Colorado cartoon is another story. Legal blogs joined the brawl. Hollywood Docket published a side-by-side chart. Probability of success. Meghan filing 70%. Meghan surviving a US motion to dismiss 5%. South Park turning the filing into an episode 100%. Defamation Daily reminded readers Meghan once endured a UK court, finding she'd misled a judge in her Mail on Sunday lawsuit. Fodder for South Park's writers to parody. Then came the slap chatter. California's anti-slap statute, designed to squash lawsuits stifling free speech, looms like a cartoon anvil. One entertainment litigator tweeted, if she files here, she could owe Trey's costs by Christmas.
This woman is a born manipulator.
She kind of sold her soul to the devil.
I want my home to feel welcoming. Do you feel welcome? Does my soundstage welcome you? Mindy and I are such great friends, like besties. Like, I love her. Like, she doesn't know my name, but we're best friends.
The tweet racked up 30,000 likes in hours. A reminder that online juries decide reputations long before real ones weigh evidence. UK commentators struck a different chord. A QC told The Times that British courts might entertain a narrow false light claim if the episode implies Meghan faked her pregnancy. But even he conceded damages would be modest, discovery invasive, and US broadcasters out of reach. He quipped, winning 5 figures and losing every ounce of privacy, that's a Pyrrhic coronation. Meanwhile, a crisis PR firm leaked a PowerPoint slide titled Discovery Dread. Subpoenaed emails, raw footage from the hospital, vendor invoices for baby bump props. Anything could surface. Meghan's advisors reportedly flinched. Parker and Stone, hearing the rumour, allegedly asked production to archive every draft gag just in case. The expert consensus by sundown. Meghan can file. She can even headline the news cycle. She just can't erase a parody fortress built on 27 years of Supreme Court jurisprudence and pop culture immunity.
She wanted the crown, but didn't want to carry the weight. The royal family gave her a platform and she turned it into a circus tent.
The PR lead estimates
The moment she signs that complaint, the clock starts on depositions that late-night hosts will read verbatim between commercial breaks. The internet didn't wait for a docket number. It opened court on X at 10:07 a.m. Pacific. First to trend was number Megsate, kicked off by a blue-check sneaker reseller who posted a mock summon stamped with the South Park logo and the caption, "Limited edition cease and desist, $350 shipped." Within an hour, the tag hit 120 million impressions, morphing into a feed of fan art, subpoenas, AI-generated courtroom sketches, and side-by-side GIFs of Meghan's pregnancy dance against Cartman's wobbling pillow bump. As the countdown clock ticks, the stakes are high. If Meghan files, she risks turning every subpoena into a meme. If she folds, the episode airs uncensored, framing her as someone who flinched. The outcome could redefine her public image, and Hollywood is watching closely.